stopped seeing, he stopped hearing, he stopped thinking, he stopped feeling. Immediately, instantly, immediately, he came to know of his own self. This is called enlightenment, Buddhatva. Enlightened he became. Such people are called seers. They are rishis. And whatever they said, they are called Upanishads. Upanishad means the words of the great seers. The words of those who saw the truth, who experienced the truth, and who felt the truth. Seeing the truth, experiencing the truth, and feeling the truth. Feel the truth. I feel the existence of the table. I feel it. Similarly, I feel my existence. You feel your existence. This feeling is the realization. This is not the work of the intelligence. This is not the work of my eyes and ears. This is the work. This is not a work at all. Just feel it. I feel the silence. I feel calmness. I feel serenity. I feel happy, we say. Where is happiness? Nobody knows. We feel it. Happiness cannot be drawn on boards, on canvas. We can't draw it. Happiness is happiness. You cannot analyze it. You cannot show it. You cannot handle it. But happiness everyone experiences. Everyone has it. We feel happy, but we never say we know happiness. No. We feel happy. Feeling is there. But how do we know that it is happiness? How do we know it? This question has no meaning at all. Stop knowing and you are experiencing the happiness. This is the feeling. Feeling. I feel that I exist. No books are needed to prove it. No great scientists are needed to establish it. No philosophers are needed to prove it. Everybody knows. Everyone knows. Saint or sinner, it doesn't matter. If we stop thinking about the world, we begin to feel our presence. We begin to feel what we are. This is a realization. Such a realization those saints got. And they were very, very happy. Because their problems were solved. What was the problem? The world is changing. Is there nothing in the world or beyond the world which doesn't change? And they found it. They found it there within themselves. They were not changing. I am not changing. My eyes are changing. My ears are changing. My hands are changing. My body is changing. My mind is changing every moment. My intelligence also is changing. But I am not changing. I am just observing the things. The table changes. I am not changing, therefore I am observing all the changes that are occurring in the table. I am the observer, the spectator. I just watch the things happen. I just watch the world go by. He felt so much happy that he wanted to teach the world how to be happy. He designed a method He devised a method, a beautiful method that helps us to know what we are and feel our existence and go beyond the change. Go beyond the world of change. Where there is a change, there is time. Where there is no change, there is no time. The body is changing, therefore there is time. The body is in time. Mind is changing, mind is in time. Intelligence is changing, intelligence is in time. But I am not changing, therefore I am not in time. Means I am timeless. If there is time, I become old. If there is no time, how can I become old? I am neither young nor old because time is not there. Timeless existence is mine and yours. When one comes to have the knowledge of this timeless existence, one becomes happy. Peace of mind he gets. He lives in the world. He uses the body, he uses the mind, he uses the intelligence, he uses the feelings, he uses thoughts, he uses the objects of the world. But he does not get much affected by all these things. This state is called the happiness, the internal spiritual happiness. We want to have it. Happy we want to be. Everyone wants to be happy. But our happiness is depending upon the things which are changing, therefore it is not possible to have full happiness. If my happiness is to come from this flower, when the flower withers away, my happiness withers away. Why we are becoming unhappy every moment? Why we become unhappy now and then? We build a beautiful building. After some time, we get very much delighted. We show it to others. But after some years, the same house does not give me happiness. Why? Why? Because the house has changed. House has changed. Rama was there, Sita was there. They were very close to each other. They loved each other very much. They felt heaven in the presence of each other. But a day came when Rama became very, very miserable, sorrow-filled. Why? Because things were changing. Sita changed, Rama changed, Ravana changed. The whole world changed. If my happiness is to come from the changing world, how can it be retained permanently? Is it possible? If you are here, I am happy. If you are not here, I am not happy. If I think so, then it is not possible to be happy always, because you cannot be here always. A few minutes more, you will leave this place. Then I will be unhappy very much. If my happiness is to depend upon this spiritual congregation, then it is not possible for me to be happy always. Isn't it? Therefore, in this world, we are becoming unhappy always. We are becoming very unhappy. I tell a story and finish today's sermon. There was a small dog, very beautiful dog and very wise. When dogs are small, they look very wise. and agile, very active, dynamic. One day, it was trying to catch its tail. It was trying to catch its tail. In that effort, he was going round and round. Because how can he catch its tail? To catch the tail, it has to turn. By that time, the tail would have turned. It was going round and round. An old dog saw it. It wondered why this puppy, this small dog, is turning so fast without taking any rest. It approached the small dog. "What are you doing, my son?" it asked. The small dog said, "Oh, I am in search of happiness." The small dog said. "What is the matter?" asked the old dog. The small dog said, "Nowadays I have become a philosopher. I read so many philosophical treatises, learned wonderful things, and came to know that if there is anything good in this world for dogs, it is happiness. And later I found that happiness is in my tail. The happiness is in my tail. Therefore, to be happy or to find happiness, I am trying to catch the tail, because in the tail is the happiness." The old dog said, "Friend, you have become a big philosopher now. You know where the happiness is. Of course, as you have said, the happiness is in your tail. There is no doubt about it. When I was of your age, I was also turning like you. I was also a philosopher. In search of happiness, to catch the happiness, to be happy, I went on turning and turning and turning, but I did not find it. My friend, if you go on trying to catch your tail, you will not get it. You will not get it. But you have to get happiness. It is in the tail, and you have to catch it. But you cannot catch it. Then what is to be done? You must be happy. And the happiness is in the tail. You cannot touch the tail. You cannot catch the tail. Then what is to be done? The old dog said to the young dog, "My friend, I have a method. I forget the tail, I go my way, and the tail follows me." That is the method. How to be happy? Forget the happiness, we become happy. But how to forget the things? If everyone in this world, every dog in this world is trying to catch the tail, how can I stop catching the tail? Everyone is running after money. The money is the source of happiness. Money is my tail, and there is happiness. I go on catching the money, catching the tail. I know that there is happiness in money, but unfortunately, if I run after the money, money runs before me. Nobody in this world has got the money for himself, always. Money always runs before you. We have to run after it. And as long as we run after it, money will not be with us and happiness will not be with us. But unfortunately, we being the small puppies turning round and round and round in the world. One is turning round the houses, one is turning round the chairs, others are turning round the money, others are turning round the names and fames and honors. But we should know that they are only tails, we cannot catch them. If I have to be happy, I should go my way, not to be worried about this world. And how to go my way and not to be worried about the world? For that, there is a great method called yoga. And that method will be explained in the Upanishad, very small Upanishad, Yoga Sara Upanishad. Probably some of you have the Upanishad, so small, isn't it? Only 14 lines are there. Not paragraphs, 14 lines. Not verses, only lines, very small sentences. And they have come from the Rishis, thousands of years before. Those 14 lines were written by them. And there is everything. What do we find in them? We find happiness in them. We find how to be happy. How not to go after the tails. That is the problem. But it is a problem really, because mind is addicted to it. Does not find comfortable, find it to be comfortable, find it comfortable. If it does not run after the tail, it does not feel happy. If it does not run after the tail, that is what is happening. This nature of the mind is to be changed. And we should have the knowledge of our own selves, with the help of which we can lead a peaceful life in the world. The purpose of the Upanishad is to live peacefully in this world. Let there be house, let there be wife or husband, let there be children, let there be sisters and brothers, let there be friends, let there be society. It may or may not be to my liking. Still I have to live in this world peacefully. Peacefully. Whether I have money or not, I have to live peacefully. Whether I have chair or not, I have to be peacefully. Whether people admire me or people blame me, I have to live peacefully in this world. But how is the problem? And to as an answer to that problem, as a solution to that problem, here is a Upanishad, very small Upanishad. We shall complete that Upanishad within a week. If you come in the morning at 6 o'clock tomorrow and every day, 6:30 probably, I think this time is not inconvenient for you. Is it convenient or inconvenient? Convenient. You can come at 6:30 exactly. First there will be a prayer for a few minutes. After that we shall reflect on those lines. Reflect on those lines. First we should know that the Rishi who wrote that book or treatise is not known to anybody. He has written, the book is there, small book is there, only 14 lines are there, but the author is lost. Unless one is lost, one cannot be happy. Write and forget, do and forget, and live peacefully. This is the way of peaceful living that will be our life if we follow the method that is there in the Upanishads. That we shall see tomorrow. Namaskar.